Hey everybody. How are we today? Okay. Goody. Hope everybody's doing well. How long does this take? I'm gonna stream for 2 hours tonight. Finish up a building, maybe start another one, I don't know. We will... see now, where was 96? Jesus. Yeah, next week I am projecting I will hit episode 100. Whoo, baby. It has been a wild ride, hasn't it? But hey, you're here, I'm here. Let's get down to it, shall we? Looks like time is here for 1 or 2 days and it looks so good so far. Okay, good. I'm glad you're impressed. How long have I been building this? Yeah, I guess I did say that February would be 5 years. So yeah, this February will be 5 years. So yeah, 5 years, just about. I've been working on this a while. It's taken a bit. No project that's worth doing is overnight, you know? All projects take a while. Wanted to kind of give this a bit of a darker outline. Yeah, that looks good. Making sure the sides are all symmetrical. Alright, cool. It's taking a bit, yep. Didn't I do 2 years on 2B2T? Yes, I did. Can't help that, you know. If you want to do a project right, you gotta do it. Do it until you can't do it anymore, basically. Now then. I'm probably just going to make one of these little tower things and then just copy the changes that I make onto all the subsequent towers as well. Just sort of, you know, commute it around a little. Yeah. It was felt like a month was 1 year of streams. Oh, I know. It's been a year. I can't believe that. Wait, that didn't go there. Yeah. It was a year back in December. It's been a ride, I will say. It hasn't been bad to me, so to speak. So, like, I can't say I'm not happy with it. Is this the biggest build I've ever done? Yes. I have never done anything quite of this level that has taken this long. Usually it would get griefed or destroyed, but since I no longer play 2B2T, that's really not an issue. So, like, I just have fun with it. Why not make something amazing? That takes forever. Oops. Okay. Why not take your time, you know? Yeah. Okay. Can I make a big statue of a wolf? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't generally take, like, artistic suggestion. It's one thing if you have the idea for, like, oh, well, make this a shopping center. Like, that's something I might take under consideration, but, like, make an Among Us. Like, no, I'm not ever doing that. Or a giant wolf or whatever. Like, no. You can make yourself a statue of a wolf on your own. Sorry if that sounds too mean, but, like, I don't generally go for ideas that are not, like, relevant or I don't have a reason to do it, I guess. And yeah, make a statue of a wolf is not a good reason. Not good enough all by itself. Sorry, thanks for the idea, but, like, I gotta try to stick to the thing. Damn it. I meant to report the little bastard, not pin it. There we go. How big is the file size? You know, I haven't looked. It's been a while since I looked. We'll look at that when I do the block count and all that. That'll be for episode 100, in case you're wondering. I only began watching my stuff right now, and you don't even care and even though I don't often watch these kinds of streams, I gotta say, time well spent and base looks absolute. Well, thank you. I'm trying my hardest to make this place the best it can possibly be. I don't want to have this place be something that I have any sort of like lingering regret on, you know, like in 20 years when I look back on Space Valk 3, I want to be able to go, wow, yeah, I gave it my all. I put everything I could into this, and it became what it became. I don't come up with projects like this to decide what I want to build. I just start building. I don't worry about details. I don't worry about anything. I just let my mind run free, and I just go. And yeah, I'd say it's worked out. I don't give a shit. I just do whatever. Like if I want to put this here, put that there, bang, bang, boom. There you go. And if I'm in need of inspiration or something to really like blow me away, I go looking for it on like Planet Minecraft, or I will look through like famous architecture, stuff like that. Just as a means of like giving me some slight inspiration or making me think outside the box, you know. Sometimes that's what I need. I need a good electric cattle prod shoved in my eye, and like I need something to jumble me up and make me think outside the box, you know. Make me consider things that I've not considered. That's always a good idea. You know, get out of your comfort zone. Make something you've not made before. Think of something you've not thought of before, that sort of thing. That helps me keep the creative juices flowing. Just gonna put that there. I think how long it will take until Space Valk 3 is finished. Ooh, boy. Looking at least another year. At least. Might be even longer, I don't know. I don't know when it will be finished anymore, that's the thing. I used to. I used to be like, yeah, I'll be done with this in no time. Now, I don't know. It will be however long it will be. I'm not worried about it anymore. I'm just going to do what I want and enjoy the ride. Didn't I have a drawn space plan? Oh yeah, I had drawn plans, but I've already pretty well done everything on the drawn plans. That's the thing, like my drawn plans are kind of like tapped out now. So this is more just freehand designing at this point. I'm not thinking about it that hard anymore. I'm just kind of doing. Yeah, Mega Base took 7 months to build in survival. Okay, that's pretty good. You did like the drawing of it, then you did build it in great. Okay, well. How big is a mega base for it to be a mega base? Because like I did a skyblock base that was very similar to Space Valk 1 last year, Sorry, not last year, the year before now. I can't believe. I'm so used to referring to last year and thinking of it as 2020. But I can't do that anymore. It's last year was 2021. I gotta get that in my head. Damn. Where'd the time go? Jesus. How long did the original Space Valk take to make? That was, let's see, from April to about June. It's only about 2 months. It didn't take that long, really. That was mostly because I no-lifed a lot of the project, and I didn't show it off very much, so like it was still somewhat under wraps when it was found. And of course it was found through a very scummy method, so it didn't get to last. Very sad, but you know, what can you do? Shit. Okay. Actually, I think dark black glass would be better. That'll really kind of like stick out. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. How tall did I make these again? 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Bring you back to 2016. Oh, I know. I too prefer the simpler time where we didn't really have to care as much about, you know, COVID and the like, other things of that nature. 2020 was indeed the most cursed year in human history. Said it once, I'll say it a million times. 2020 was the most cursed year in human history. You can quote me on that. You're gonna go to bed. Okay, take care, Mike. I know you're feeling bad. Am I good with Legos? I used to play Legos as a kid, but I haven't touched those in years. Mostly because I can play digital Legos whenever I want, so... I guess? I mean, I suppose if I tried, I probably would be good at it. But I don't really care to. Because digital Legos beats out Legos any day. And by digital Legos, I mean Minecraft. Okay. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's replace the quartz with obsidian. And then turn this back because it should not have morphed. Well, it was in the selection range, so of course it morphed. There's just something so freeing about being able to just slap blocks down and not think about it. Just do. Don't think, just do. Well, even though I say just think, or don't think, just do, I still have some, you know, thought process to it. Like, I'm still kind of going, okay, I like that, that looks good. No, I don't like that, I won't do that. I'll remove that, I'll change it. You know, there's still a method to the madness. Even if it isn't explicit. See, I like how that looks. At least that base part up there. Something like that. Now then, okay, this is the part where I probably should start reading off questions. Just because it gives me something to do and something to blab about. Okay, first question of the day. Very, very fun, weird one. If you describe something as indescribable, Haven't you already described it? And the answer is no. Once you said something is indescribable, that just means that, you know, you can't really pin down its attributes. Hold on, I'm rubbing my eye. When you describe it as indescribable, you're telling not just the other person, but you're telling yourself, hey, this is something I don't get. This is a thing I cannot understand. So, you know, when you go in, when you see it, you also may not understand it. That's the value in saying, oh, something is indescribable. We're just putting a footnote in place to say, yeah, no, I don't get it either. Good luck. Good luck figuring it out, chump. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, something like that. Indescribability just means you either don't know what to say, don't know what to think. So if anything, if you're describing something as indescribable, you're stating more about yourself than the object in question. You're really not describing anything other than yourself or your current mindset. So it could help, I guess, if it helps to communicate your feelings on why you're baffled about, I don't know, whatever it is that's got your tongue. Whatever you can't understand or what don't get. Okay. Ooh, I like that. And then let's put... Whoa, 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 whoa. Too close. Happy little accidents. Well, Mr. Ross strikes again. The wisdom of Mr. Ross once again rears its wonderfully fluffy head. That was a happy little accident that I just put that there. But I like how it looks, so I'm gonna keep it. And then... How tall is this? What's the first version of Minecraft I played? Minecraft Classic. Okay, so that's 7 and 7, so I could do 2. I started playing Minecraft in about a week. I will have started playing Minecraft 12 years ago. So I've been playing it a long, long time. I have seen every major version, every major change this game has undergone. That's 8. Bam. Yeah, that's 7. Perfect. I am a long, long time player. Right there. Perfect. Shift that up. Much better. Yeah, I like how that looks. I have played this game so long that I literally barely remember what I used to do before playing. Well, I do remember what I used to play. I used to play a lot of emulator games before I discovered Minecraft. Whoops. So yeah, I've been around a very, very long time. I've been around on the internet a very long time. I've seen more things than I care to admit that I've seen. But I do not regret, despite playing this game for about, yeah, I guess going on 12 years. Despite playing this game for so long, I don't regret it in the slightest. I love the fact that I discovered this game. This game is wonderful. Now, yeah, there's, you know, bits and pieces I would change, and, you know, I hope that Mojang gets its shit together to, you know, keep this ship afloat. But that said, you know, I'm very happy with Minecraft. Just it being around, I'm okay with. Whoops. So yeah, like, that's life. I hope you all can find something that you are not just passionate about, but satisfied with. A game that you all latch on to yourselves. Started in 2012, soon will be 10. Yeah, man, I tell you, where does the time go? And the answer is, it goes into Minecraft. Okay, cool. Ooh, now since this one's different, because it's on the edge here, I'm not gonna make it the same as these others. But anyway, yeah. You will lose more time in places you don't expect than anywhere else or in any way else. You will lose more time on arranging things, on figuring things out. But in a way, I guess, losing a lot of that time to the things we don't expect kind of makes the time we do get to use on the things we love, makes them a little bit sweeter. I don't know. Well, for me, it's Minecraft. You do like other games, you never left it for 11 years. Damn, you played 11 years too, huh? Oh. So, yeah, I started out when it was in Minecraft Classic. And back then I had to pay, and I didn't have a PayPal account. I didn't have a job. I didn't have really any money to speak of. So I wasn't able to buy the game itself at that time, and I was very, you know, very uncertain about it. If I had to go back and do it all over, I would have bought that game in a damn heartbeat. I would have played starting in like June 2009, when the game was like the most bare bones and had like just almost nothing going for it. Because let me tell you, the game as it was 12 years ago, it was not, it was barely recognizable. It was so different to how it is now. And like, just so many different things that I've seen change. When I did finally buy an account, at least I registered and I made a Minecraft Online or whatever it was on Minecraft.com. Made one of the, or was it Minecraft.net back then? I think it was Minecraft.net still. And yeah, I made an account. I played around in Classic, which was a pseudo creative mode, and I just had fun with it. And I didn't think anything of it. It wasn't any deeper a game than that. And then I get word that there's this secondary part of the game being developed called in-dev, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I ended up not buying the game until like May of 2010. And I get access, because you had to buy the game to get access to in-dev, which then quickly became inf-dev, which then quickly became alpha, and then by the end of that year, we were in beta. And I was just like, damn, this game is going places. And it was a different game almost every week, I tell you. So many things were changing. It was such a crazy time. And this is before all the children have really flocked to the game the way they have now. Like, there wasn't this mystique or obsession with things like the Farlands or Slender Man or all that other dumb kitty shit that has no place in Minecraft proper. And it was just a crazy, unique game where people would make interesting things, and ideas were just sort of getting off the ground, like Shadow of Israfel, adventure maps. The idea of just taming a wolf was quaint and interesting. You know, we didn't have complex redstone contraptions. It was a fun time. But I really don't think it could have been at any other time. We were where we were, I guess. I don't know. Making this kind of build would have made white wool and stone slabs. Oh, that would be nauseating. Oh, God. I am so glad that I did not end up having to use such terrible blocks, because I didn't think anything good of them, even back in the day. Like, I begrudgingly used stone slabs, because in early Minecraft, that was all there was. But the moment something better came along, I immediately dropped stone slabs like it was hot. Because they were shit. I hated double stone slabs so bad. Because they looked terrible. They were a kind of okay shade of gray with a terrible outline around them. You couldn't get the, what was it, the smooth? This block right here. You couldn't get this legitimately. Which to me was silly. Like, that block should have been available from day one, and it just never was. And like, I don't know, there's just a lot of little oddities like that throughout the game that should have not been that way, but oh well. And yeah, just like, I don't know. I feel like for a while there, Minecraft lost its identity as a building game in the pursuit of survival. It's very strange. But that ultimately, I think Minecraft is still strong. They need to focus a little bit more on the building side of things, just because that was always the roots of Minecraft. Like, in Classic, there was no survival elements. There was no health, none of that. You were in a sandbox and you had like 20-something different blocks to choose from, and that was it. And you just made your world however you wanted it. And like, I'm not saying we need to go back to that. Just that focus on building needs to be number one. Because that's always been the roots of the game. Making cool shit. Stone slabs were funky, yep. Swatted another bot. They're like fucking wasps and mosquitoes out here. Anyway. You missed when the mossy cobblestone was rare. And the circle stone in jungle temples. Yeah, it's chiseled stone brick. I kind of like that you can craft it, in all honesty. I get what you mean by you liked when it was rare. But, I don't know. It was never rare on 2B2T. Because you could transmute it using a certain redstone machine. And so we always had circle stone brick. Or chiseled stone brick, as it came to be called. Funny enough, we got that stuff, chiseled stone brick, the moment that transmutation machine became available. People could make it, like, right away. It was never practical to, like, raid jungle temples to get chiseled stone brick back in the day. People were, when this transmutation machine was still unpatched, people used that. And that's how, you know, things like that got about, or got around. I think I'm gonna do this. But yeah, never forget your roots. The roots of this game are very heavily trenched in basically being able to just make whatever you want, pretty much. I feel like 2B2T really kind of, for some people, it nourished that desire in people like me, Crowbar, XCC2, Saito. I'm sure there are so many others who are builders like that. The people who made Mew, who was it, Doc Smurf, the people who made the Ice Dragon. I cannot remember the name of that base right now. People who made Aureus, people who made the Bodecan. Like, I kind of feel like Minecraft has lost touch with that part of itself. Even 2B2T has lost touch with that part of itself. How we're all too happy to have people destroy, and you know, people will clout chase to destroy, but you don't see people clout chasing to build their own thing. I don't know, it's very weird. I can only hope that some section of people will stay on 2B2T and build. Whoa. Xleets, what are you saying? Keep it to English, please. Is that Chinese? I can tell the difference between Japanese and Chinese because of hiragana. In your case, you were just using kanji, so that must be... No, that's not Squid Game language. No. That is Chinese, I believe. Korean looks, has more triangles, circles, and a mixture of the two, basically. Russians are here. No, that's just Xleets saying things that I'm not really sure what, to be honest. I know Russian. I'm learning Chinese. Ah, okay. Well, I'm learning Japanese, so, you know. Seems like everybody's got a certain language they're trying to learn. That's good, though. Happy to hear that. Let's see here. Oh, I know what I can do. I like that. Why not? Okay. Now then, Google Translate really messed up what you said. Ah, okay. Still can't get a handle on my national language. Feels like English is now your first language. Oh, really? Well, that happens. Oh, well. Now then, let's see here. Oh, this next question. I like this one. And there's a fair bit of scientific proof for it. A lot of you have probably heard the phrase, oh, well, we're all just dying. You know, some of us just get there faster than others. Before a certain age, no. No, we are not all just dying. If you are, like, below the age of, I don't know, it's different for everybody, but it's somewhere in your 30s. You're not dying. Hell, I would say even up to your 40s or 50s. Like, I wouldn't say you're really dying. Are we just all living or dying or slowly dying? And I'd say, yeah, we're all just living. You don't really start to see the effects of aging really accumulate until after your 50s, you know, in your 60s or so. And so, like, to say that, you know, we're all just slowly dying, that's really not accurate to how life really is. Like, you live, but like the biological processes in your body, like they operate in a certain fashion, you know? It's really not fair to say, oh, well, we're all just dying slowly. Like, unless you personally are actually dying, I don't know. That's really not accurate. Ooh. I have an idea. That and this. Oh yes, I like that. And then if I put a little connector, make it all look like it's joined up. Try reorganizing this. So yeah, no, we're not all dying slowly. Don't worry about it. We are very much all alive. We're all living our lives. Whoops. People get too obsessed with dying, I feel. To the point where we're death phobic. In a sort of ironic twist. And by that I just mean people are averse to the concept of dying and thus haven't really brought themselves to peace with it, with the idea of it. You know, being so afraid of mortality that they run from the idea of mortality. Can't run forever though. Yes, but actually no, that's pretty cool info. Well, thank you. Again, I would say no, we're really not all dying. That's really just wrong. Like, most people are quite, especially if you're healthy, we're all very much living. Like, that's a good thing. You want that to be the case. Okay, Rotato 180. There we go. Ooh. Like that. I love throwing details on curves and edges. Oh, damn it. Messed up. -90. There, this should get it. There we go. Okay. Now then. How do you craft a totem of immortality, IRL? Wait until technology catches up to allow such a thing to happen. If not, you're boned. And even then, there is no such thing as immortality. Like, biological immortality is totally plausible. But, A, as for when the technology will come about, I have no idea. And B, just because you won't die of old age, which is what biological immortality is, just because eliminating old age is totally plausible really doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. You're just, like, imagine if you have millions and millions of dollars of debt, and the first bill you pay off will be the thing that does you in. Well, the first bill that most people pay off, the thing that does them in, is old age. Well, now imagine if instead of old age, you, I don't know, have to do something else. Like you get killed in a car crash, or you get stabbed to death by some murderer or crazy man or whoever. Like, the bill comes due regardless, is basically what I'm getting at. Like, everything is destined to end. All things end. All people end. You have to come to terms with that sooner or later. Whoops. Oh, I done fucked up. There we go. Yeah, I guess I don't need a line of sea lanterns on these levels just because I got enough. But yeah, like, God, I feel like I've been talking about death so damn much lately. It's actually kind of annoying. And it's part of the reason why I've not been talking about something that's happened in the last 48 hours. I didn't want to bring it up yesterday, and I really kind of don't want to bring it up again. Oh, but I know I have to. My grandfather passed away about 28 hours ago, I want to say. So yeah, finally happened. I knew it would. Poor guy. Oh, well, I mean, I knew he was gonna pass. It was not sudden. Like, I've known that he was in frail condition for close to 3 years now. I heard from my mother when she came back for Christmas just what shape they were in. And this was like right before my grandmother passed. Like, they only passed within, what was it, like 9-10 days of each other? Well, let me look at the calendar real fast. She died late on the 26th. So that's about 8 days apart. So they passed about 8 days apart from one another. So, like, they were both very, very frail and very old and obviously very tired. My mother didn't have many good things to say about their condition and their mental state. Like, they're at peace now, I can tell. Like, I can only hope that, you know, things will calm down and that, especially my mother, I hope she doesn't take it too hard. I don't know. I hope she's psyched herself up for it. I don't know. Ever since 2019, when my mother had to stay over at their house to help clean their house up because, oh my God, their house was a mess. Ever since then, I knew, like, especially for the elderly, that only happens when they become too feeble to be able to help clean themselves up, to do normal daily house chores and stuff. And, like, that's one of the big signs right there that the end is near, is when a person becomes too feeble to be able to even do housework that they would otherwise have done. And yeah, like, it just is what it is. That's actually normal. When someone's partner's passed, they're more likely to pass to the... Yeah. It is. To be fair, though, I don't know that he was conscious enough to be aware that that's what had happened. He had had a growth on his hand about a year and some change ago, and he didn't want to get it treated. He didn't want to get the radiation therapy done. He didn't want to do that. And, you know, that happens. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And yeah, like, it sucks. But he was 90. You know, he lived a good life. I can't really, you know, can't say like he was wrong for doing that. He probably made the right choice. I really doubt that would have given him, and even my mother was like, yeah, that wouldn't have given him too much in the way of quality of life. And that's understandable. So yeah. But at least I don't think they suffered. They both passed in their sleep. And you know, I can think of worse ways to go. So at least, you know, I don't have to worry. At least, I hope I don't. There we go. So yeah, enough about all that. Ooh, that kind of creates a bit of an optical illusion look. Grandpa passed away last year, so understandable. Yeah, I mean, I had a job up until when was it? August this year, and that job was, especially in the early days when I first had it. I got it back in 2013. I worked at an old folks' home on a pharmacy on the campus there. And let me tell you, I've met some of the nicest people. And I've seen, for years, I've seen what happens when elders get sick. And this is pre-COVID. This is way pre-COVID. And I've seen how people just go downhill sometimes so fast, and it's just over and done. And it's heartbreaking. But like, I hate to say this, but you get used to it. And like, it almost feels like a crime that you get used to it. But it's a bit of a testament to the human spirit that you get used to tumultuous or sad things. Like, yeah, I guess to a degree you have to. People are tough. We're tough sons of bitches, we humans. It's not too shocking that you will have a mental mechanism to accustom yourself to harsh situations. That's just a survival instinct. But like, I almost feel like I'm cheating by not feeling that bad that my grandparents have passed. But like, I've known for going on 3 years now. Like, I've known this was on the horizon. I knew it was coming. I guess it's just because I made my peace with it so easily. So I don't know. Maybe it's because of the societal expectation. Oh, you should bawl your eyes out. I don't know. That's just not me, though. I can't really do that. You know, giant open emotional displays. That's just really not me. But hey, I guess, you know, everybody's different. Makes sense. So, you know, great-grandmother's on the edge of passing. Oh, wow, you have a great... Man, I never got to know any of my great-grandparents. They all passed before my mother and father were out of college. But yeah, you're lucky you got to know one of your great-grandparents, man. We're estimating 3 years based on the environment and how immobile she is. What, 3 years? Wow, you still got 3 years with her. Dude, you're lucky. But then, you know, that's... I don't know. That may not be a great 3 years for her, I hate to say. I hope she doesn't have anything, like, truly debilitating. Whoops. Maybe 2. Well, I hate to say this, but what was it? 3 nights ago, I was saying to myself, I may have even said this on stream, I was telling myself, you know, my grandfather probably has maybe another week at most. He didn't even have 2 days. So, like, be prepared. That's all I'll tell you. You really, truly never know how quick it can be. So who knows? Yeah, I'm relatively young. You know, you're two greats. Don't have any biological parents. Oh, man. Well, hey, you know, any family you get to know and have in your life is better than nothing. Because, you know, remember, there are always people out there who, through whatever, despite whatever their best efforts to no fault of their own, there are people who've been dealt that rough hand and they don't have a family member to speak of, you know. So at least you got that. You know, we had our parents, we had our grandparents, and some of us anyway. You know what I mean. Why did you get muted? What did you do? Who are you, Doug-eyed official? Explain yourself. If you're muted, why are you talking? Huh? Something don't sound right when you say it like that, when you complain about being muted, but are openly talking. A little odd. Lol, I was in timeout. Well, Did it say who put you in timeout? You were 9 when your mother passed. It was a great life when she was alive. Oh, now you live with your grandparents. Very fortunate. Yeah. I'm glad you at least had that going for you. Sorry about all that's happened to you, IG. Okay, at least you're not like I, Tristan, if you know. Oh, I know. Yeah, sometimes, like with the case of I, Tristan, sometimes when you lose family members, that makes people go off the deep end. It really does. I, Tristan, got really maliciously, like, jerk-off-ish. I don't know how else to describe it. I, Tristan, was at the original Space Valk. And before his father untimely passed, like, I, Tristan was a good guy. I liked him. I didn't mind talking with him when he would talk to me. Sometimes he just wouldn't fucking talk to me. But, like, when he would be a cool dude, he was a cool dude. But that said, like, his father's passing triggered something in him. I don't even know what it is. Like, some people just have that switch flip inside them. And they stop being who they were. I don't know. And I know I heard from various sources that he and his father were really, really close. And so, yeah, like, I don't wish that on anyone, but, like, losing a family member does not give you the right to become a monster or to become a jerk ass. I don't know. I have not heard nice things about Tristan ever since that happened. It's very sad. Appreciate it. It's been a long time. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Thanks for sticking around. If you're muted, why are you talking? I know, right? It's a bit of a, you know, bit of a contradiction there. 890. Let's see here. What you got to say for yourself, Dougite? A mod. Why aren't you saying the mod, huh? Who's the mod? You're not explaining yourself too well here. Is that because you're trying to not spin yourself into a corner? Rotate. Paste. Fuck. Rotate it. Maybe. Undo. Phew. I can't help but wonder. I don't know what mod it is. I got put in timeout though. I swear. Uh-huh. What were you doing before you got put in timeout? Care to explain in depth all the actions you were currently embroiled in? Should come in more often, but you have class tomorrow. Okay, well, don't worry about it, Scroll. Get scrolled. I like your name, by the way. Get scrolled. I mean, I can't help but wonder, you know, if you're complaining about being timed out. Gosh, what was happening at that point in time? I've been present for every stream, and I don't recognize your name at all, Get Doug-eyed Official. I gotta wonder. Maybe you were doing something worthy of being timed out. It wasn't funny to a Han guy. What? There's a mod? Yes, me and 2 other people. He got muted as Ahan got banned. He didn't see what he said, but he's guessing accidentally got muted. Well, if you got accidentally muted and it genuinely was an accident, I'm sorry. However, until you got proof that you were accidentally muted and not related or involved with whatever that one dude was doing, you know, there's a dude who's attempting to spam and has been for the last 24 hours. So, like, I can't just, like, take your word for it, you know? Like, you might be genuinely innocent, but I don't know, it's awfully convenient. That's all I'm saying. You didn't take a screenshot. Ah, well. All I'm saying is, you know, in the wake of a dude with multiple alts who has nothing better to do but spam, I'm just saying, like, you can't help but, you know, wonder. If it was an accident, it was an accident. Don't worry about it. It will likely not happen again. But, you know, like I said, I can't help but wonder. You don't remember Dugite being toxic? Yeah, I don't remember him at all. I don't know anything about Dugite. So, that's kind of my point. Like, I can't say for sure if it was real or if it was an accident or what. But it is convenient. That's all I will say. So, you know, be on your best behavior. No problems. But, you know, if you spam, or if you're related to a spammer, and then you get banned, like, you don't have the right to complain. I hope you know that. I don't know. Accidentally took over a Greek restaurant's Google business account 3 years ago. Really? How did that happen? Can you spam? No, Vanish. Don't fucking spam, dude. It's amazing how few people there are who have the common sense to know to not do that. Hey Jack, great stream. Oh, thank you, William Smith. I want to read that. Read what? Spam equals haram, no halal. Oh, how did that happen? Read what Scrolled said. Accidentally took over a Greek restaurant 3. Yeah. I wanna see how. How'd you take over a Greek restaurant's Facebook account? Or no, Google business account, my bad. How did that, I don't know, justice? Injustice? Fortune? Misfortune? Whatever it is. How did that happen? Was it just like a haha gotcha moment? Or was it like you just typed in something and it came up as their account info or whatever? Sister, no, yeah. That's definitely one of those spam bots. That's a different type of spam bot than the one I'm referring to. There was a, wait, hold on a sec. Yeah, the only person I believe is just me. But that's fine, I can deal. Opinion on 7B7T. I don't have one. Oh, excuse me. I don't have an opinion on 2B2T knockoffs because I don't play 2B2T knockoffs. Because there's no point. They're bad. They don't have the same level of power and interest and fun shit as old school 2B2T did. And really, nothing ever will, I don't think. I don't think we'll ever have anything that comes close to how old school 2B2T was. There may be a few things that get kind of sort of near it, but not quite the same. Let's see. Actually, I think I want to try the black-white checker pattern. I really like this checkerboard pattern. It's a huge pain to make in survival, though. And the worst part is, if you mess up in one spot, it throws the whole thing off. Played 5B, 5T, and 8B, 8T. 8B is 32k heaven, and terrible 5B is relatively similar. Yeah, that sounds about right. There are some servers that are just not worth being on. Hey, someone else. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm well known on a lot of knockoffs. It's sad. Well, maybe don't play a lot of knockoffs? Maybe that's what gets you well known? You waste too much time on them, I guess? I don't know. Well, who am I to say waste time? Like, time spent enjoyably is not time wasted. So, I don't know. If you enjoy the shitty knockoffs of 2B2T, have at it. Don't let anyone's judgment deter you from enjoying what you enjoy. Realistically. You know, it's not that important. It's not so important that you need to just change your life just because someone said, oh, shitty 2B2T knockoffs. What's my stream schedule? It's on my community tab and on my Twitter and in my Discord. I tend to stream every night at 11. Other than Saturday, where I will stream at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. But yeah. Your IP is this? Okay. Goodbye, person. Unpin. Fucking... Why is pin the first fucking option? Goodbye, sir. Nobody wants to know your IP. Anyway, do I have a job? Now, Obotify, you've been around long enough. You ought to know. You should know the answer to that question by now. I've been trying to do streaming full-time ever since August. I know I'm not exactly a slam dunk success at it, but like, come on, man. You've been around a long enough time to pretty well catch the drift of what I'm doing and what things are like. Checkerboard pattern is great. Oh, I know. I love it. Oh, checkerboards are... Mwah. Still building a 5B and getting a name for yourself. Don't really care if you're known or not. Studying medicine as junior... Oh. As a junior in high school. Ooh. Well, I hate to tell you this. You're only a junior in high school. By the time you get to actually studying medicine, you will have no life. Like, get prepared. Get in that mindset. Learn how to study and take in large volumes of information. Because if you don't, you are boned. Med school will chew you up and spit you out. Because if not, like, you're going to be woefully underprepared for what med school will throw at you. Med school is not for the weak of heart. Ugh. You need to be on your A game 24/7. Oh, fuck me. Why am I still yawning so much? Ugh. You trying, man? Well, hey, don't worry too much. You're only a junior in high school. So you still got some time of fun school. Or rather, not so important school before shit gets really, really, really high stakes. If you don't succeed, you'll enlist in the Air Force. Okay. Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing to fall back on. Recently started working and you're getting your first paycheck on Friday. Well, congrats, somebody. Or someone else, rather. That first paycheck is always so rewarding. Makes you feel like you've done something worth doing. Try to remember that feeling in 10 years if you still work there. Because, like, especially in about 10 years or so time, you can have so much change. Your perception of the organization, your boss, like, oof. So much will be just so different. Okay, is there any way I can feasibly, like... Yeah. So if I do this next layer, I can just stack it on top of itself. And I don't have to give a shit about the, Man. Yowza, this is annoying. It's the, clicking on the hitbox in just the right way. Stream chat definitely not what it usually is. Yeah, it's a little more lively tonight, I'd say. Except for the one person who wants to be, you know. Don't fall asleep. No, I'm not gonna fall asleep. I think I'm just tired. Every time I think about yawning, I yawn. So yeah, very annoying. For anything, Jack, before coming here, watch your stream of FitMC's old streams in the past couple hours. Oh. How are Fit streams? I never watch them. How to deal with everything always going wrong for you, literally, oof. Well, when things go wrong, sometimes having the foresight to maybe not take everything so seriously, that helps. I can't really say, you know, when everything's going wrong, like, there's no universal cure. When things go wrong, they just go wrong, and you have to kind of think on your feet, you know? Oh, William Plaza. I'm the spammer. I'm sorry. I promise you won't do it again. Okay. And I know you won't do it again. Cause I took care of it. There we go. Okay. I remember getting a ton of money just from working for your mom. And all that money was for one meal in a fast food restaurant every day. Now I know the importance of saving money. Yeah, I know. You don't really get that as a kid. Jack, drink water. Really? Well, I just drank a swig of coffee. Maybe that'll... I don't know. You know, make a poll. Should I claim another business? No, don't. I'm not going to make a poll for that. That sounds terrible. Don't claim another business. Like, that actually is illegal. Don't do that on purpose. It's one thing if it's a funny, oh, haha, this accidentally happened type of thing. But if you're doing it on purpose, they will prosecute you. If they find out. Yeah, I know you won't do it again. Ban. Right. Like, why would I take the risk of you being here again if you're just... Right, I mean, it's so silly. Oh well. I don't feel like Fit's 2010 survival series was all that amazing. I don't know. Fit should have done a more dedicated, hardcore survival series. I think he could have done alright with that if he just stuck to that. But I don't know. 2B2T is so clickbaity these days. It's too tempting. Oh well. Okay. Thoughts on Roblox? Yes. Roblox was kind of like an uglier version of Minecraft. When I first saw it, I was like, ooh, this is awful. And to be fair, Roblox is still awful. Like, I've heard very few good things about Roblox. That generally doesn't bode very well. I don't tend to think very highly of, like, for example, there was that one video that got recommended to, like, everybody that I know. Roblox asked us to take this video down, so we investigated further. Something like that. And it was, like, about child labor or whatever. And abuse and other things of that nature. And it's just like, wow, shit. No. I don't want any part of that. So, yeah. My thoughts on Roblox is that it ain't so good. Ooh, thoughts on sugar. Ooh, this question's difficult. I've always had a love-hate relationship with sugar. I can't do without it, but, like, I know it's terrible. I know it's bad for me. But I guess there are worse drugs to be hooked on, so I don't know. At least I'm not hooked on phonics. People still play Roblox. Yeah, they do. I'm betting Roblox will almost always have a dedicated fan base to it, much like Minecraft. Especially since they seem to be capable of porting so many different game types into the engine itself. Which is a good thing. I just wish the devs were better. And that not so many bad things were happening. But I don't know. Hey Jack, you're new here. What is that dirt building thing? Oh, that. I was gonna make a short about that. And then I got lazy. And then I didn't. And then I stopped making shorts. And I stopped caring about shorts. Because they weren't really that amazingly good, I guess. So yeah, that dirt house just kind of stood there ever since, and people were like, no, 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 keep it up. And I'm like, okay. I might keep it there as like an ironic statement or something. Who knows? Let's see here. Favorite bone in the human body. That's tough. I guess the skull, because it keeps my brain meats intact. I mean, yeah, without that, you got to think. Although I don't know, the spine, because without the spine, you can't move pretty much. Yeah, I guess it's either the spine or the skull, the most valuable. Finger bones are useful too, because without that you couldn't manipulate anything. So I don't know. There are a lot of bones that are too valuable. So I guess I think of any of them as, you know, favorite. I would favor any bone that I wouldn't want getting hurt. So I don't know. Tips on how to be a good builder. Oh gosh, where did I put that? I had a little sticky note here. Yeah, I haven't read off this in a while. Huh. Ooh, it's all dusty. Okay, number 1, set up a palette of blocks. I've gotten asked this question so many damn times. I just wrote down my thoughts. Just so that I have a good default question, or default answer to go to. Okay, number 1, set up a palette of blocks. Don't deviate too much from them, but a bit of, you know, a bit of breaking from the norm here or there will help break up the monotony of your build. Number 2, geometry. Nobody likes a flat-looking wall or a series of blocks that are just all the exact same. So make sure to incorporate, you know, alternating, differentiating geometries like these. Like this section of floor is just empty. Now, if I didn't plan on putting a building here, I would put something more decorative here, but it would stick out. It would not be exactly the same as everything else around it. It would be similar, but it wouldn't be exactly 100% the same. And so that's a really good thing to, you know, kind of look into doing, basically. Now then, let's see here. Nobody likes looking flat blocks all day. Stairs and slabs are a godsend. They are tremendously useful. Let's see here. Location. The land you build on will be just as important as the blocks you build with, so make sure to pick your location, you know, very wisely. Let's see here. No block is off limits. Don't let the cost of something get in the way. So, for example, using beacons, you know, those are very expensive. Figure out how to make it work, I guess. Don't let the cost of it getting in the way of your dreams. Let's see here. Lighting everything up in a way that makes the place feel warm and inviting. Or at the very least makes it feel interesting. Maybe not necessarily warm and inviting. But, you know, lighting, even in this incredibly limited, primitive lighting engine that is the Minecraft lighting engine, even that has some bearing on how a build will be viewed. There's a reason I don't build in full bright. It makes everything look uglier, in my opinion. So yeah, let's see here. Small details like plants, tables, or chairs and all that will make a space feel lived in. This is always more interesting than an empty space, and armor stands and creative block choices will help you to fill in for all these purposes. So, you know, you can make appliances, you can make light fixtures, you can make sinks, tubs, chairs, I don't know, lamps, things of that nature. It gives your whole area something interesting. So yeah, go for it, basically. Let's see here. Starting with a generalized shape of the build and then refining it down to the small details. That's what I did here, actually. I started out with, you know, this sort of circular pattern with some rings running around it, and then I gradually tacked on more and more and more detail to every little, you know, every little part of it. I find that to be the best and most efficient way to start a build. And then this is another one that I did, another very important one. Sketching the idea digitally or on paper makes bringing your idea to life that much easier. If you have a generalized picture of how you think it's going to turn out, that'll help you get there that much quicker. James Jack, they wish a good clipping software you can upload these types of things to the Jack Ripper channel. Well, there is a clipping function that YouTube offers, and you can just link people to that if that's something you wanted to do. Okay. Okay, cool. You're going to join the account that you took in 2019. Please don't do that. Please stay on your account. Don't impersonate other people, man. Do I have a Discord? Yes, it's in the description. Java and Bedrock, mostly Java. Thinking of staying on Bedrock Edition now that you're more familiar with it. Really? Why Bedrock? Bedrock is inferior to Java. I wouldn't dare play on Bedrock over Java. Java has too many good things going for it to just quit. You know, mods like World Edit, other fun things. Fuck. Keep falling. Yes, Bedrock Edition sucks, definitely. Okay. Imagine playing Bedrock. Oh man, imagine trying to build this place in Bedrock. Oof. Okay. Now, I don't want the stuff in the center. I just want the glass itself. Okay. Not that many blocks actually got caught up in the center. Hey, Housemaster 2BGT, please speak English. Damn, I wish I could have recorded the series. Oh, yeah. Hey, Herm. I thought that was, you were the impersonator there for a second. The one that I banned last night. Don't scare me like that. Now, how you been, Herm? Ugh. Another fucking bot. God. Why am I always defaulting to pinning the messages? Fucking hell. Report. Spam. There we go. Never mind. You're not Herm. Made me think it was somebody important. What a shame. Waste of flesh you are. How does it feel to be a waste of a birth certificate? Let's see here. We said that. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So that gets me this. What's the what is the diameter? The current diameter is 1049. But I don't imagine that will change anytime soon. Just because I'm pretty well satisfied with how wide it is. And let's see here, actually. Hold on. I put up this blue glass border here. This goes from the very top to the very bottom of the world and perfectly encompasses all the entirety of Space Valk 3. So all of Space Valk 3 is between these. You know, there are 3 others on all the other corners. And yeah, like I can figure out the diameter just by going from there to there. So actually I will do that here in a second, because I don't remember if 1049 is all that accurate any longer. It may not be, actually. We need an F in the chat for the real Herm. That was not the real Herm, no. That was a spammer. Because the real Herm would message me right now saying, Jack, you banned me. Don't do that. Unban me, man. It was just a prank, bro. But I do not currently see the real Herm in my DMs saying, hey, you banned me. Therefore, it wasn't the real Herm. The real Herm would have said something sooner. Ah, Doug Died Official. Thank you for at least admitting that you're the spammer. Had a feeling you were, but I was giving you a chance. And then your dumbass had to open your mouth and prove you were not worthy of that chance. So, thank you. Goodbye. Such a silly Billy. Maybe he'll learn a lesson. That's the funniest thing I've said all stream, isn't it? Oh well. Oh yeah, no, I'm savage as fuck. If I want to, I'll tear into your ass. I am Jack the motherfucking Ripper for a reason. Now then. Did I just say in it? No, I didn't. You did. Okay. So about right here. Ah, fuck. Cut. Cool. Lamau, I'm a legend. I'm not that much. I wouldn't go that far. I'm just doing what I seem to feel is the smart thing to do. There we go. Now, I like that. Okay. Oh, hey, diluted water. That could have been worded better. What are you talking about, diluted water? You taped it. I said in it. No, I didn't. You said in it. No, you. I said no such thing. Mad lad. In it. Uno reverse card. Yes, exactly. Now then. I keep getting distracted. Let me, here. Okay. What species do I belong to? Wow. What a wonderfully tone-deaf question. The human race. Homo sapien, I believe. Pretty sure that's the scientific term for, you know, humans. I don't know about you, but I am Homo sapien. So, you know. You can be whatever, I guess. Not quite sure what other people think of themselves, but... This is the guy, this is asked so many times before, but how long have I been streaming? About a year now. Or unless you mean this particular session has been going on for about an hour 30. Yeah, hour 30. Right on the dot, actually. Tonight, I've been streaming for an hour and 30, but in total, I've been streaming for about a year. Just in general. But you know. Okay, stream getting recommended to everybody on YouTube. Why is it being like that? Then 5 bans. No, it's just this one dude spamming me. It isn't being recommended, I don't think. I'd be very surprised if it was. It's likely just a dude with nothing better to do. I don't know. Missed an opportunity for me to be a furry. No, I'm not a furry. I cannot be a furry. I couldn't dare lower myself to that standard, so no. Oh. Oh, Bird, thank you for subscribing, man. Cheers. Isn't there an IP ban on some? There isn't that I could find. It's just hide user on this channel, put them in timeout for X. It's like 300 seconds or some shit. YouTube is very weak sauce on what it allows you to do ban-wise. There's really no point other than just to like make an example, basically. Because you're really like, your hands are tied. It's very silly. But oh well. So now then, 2B2T player count drastically drops and everything returns to normal. Would I consider returning to 2B2T? I mean, maybe. But like, that's a lot of ifs. If the player count drops. If things go back to normal. Like, I thought that once upon a time that, yeah, there was a normal that we could return to. No, that was naivete. Like, there will no longer ever be a time like 2B2T was. I mean, maybe in 10 years. Maybe. But realistically, no. 2B2T is not going back to the way it was. Get used to it. There has been nothing but an endless parade of jerk-off YouTubers who have gone there to clout chase, basically. And I refuse to call it anything short of that, because as many big million or almost million subscriber YouTubers have shown up there and have brought their shithead fans with them, like, 2B2T is unplayable now. It's just terrible. Gone are the days where you could do fun shit, shoot the shit with people in chat. Like, no, that doesn't exist anymore. Those days are behind us. Sad to say. So, well. And I will also buttress that with the same argument, the same statement I've had to make every time this question's been asked. If I did, on the off chance, return to 2B2T, you wouldn't know about it. I wouldn't tell you. I can't. Especially in the wake of the account authentication exploit, for no comms, the log4j shell exploit, like all this other bullshit that's happened. Like, do you think it would be a wise idea to advertise that I'm on 2B2T? Hell no. God, that would be such a landmine. Just no. Played 2B2T once because of the Fabo and hated it. Okay, well. You, unfortunately, you played it because of the Fabo and not because of your own desires or your own research or your own knowledge. And you missed out on the good 2B2T by about 6 years. My condolences. And, yeah, you will have to, find your own 2B2T. Make your own. Millions of others have, I guess. I don't know. But, like, don't make it a 2B2T knockoff. Go make your own cool thing that people will one day wish to join, you know? That's what, all the 2B2T knockoffs miss. They're too busy trying to go, oh, well, I am XBXT. And, like, they don't understand what made 2B2T so good. They don't have the spirit in them. And, like, it's just so painful. It's just sad. Don't clout chase. Make your own shit. Be cool for who you are. That's what made places like 2B2T so good in the first place. Don't be the next, I don't know, pathetic person trying to get views on this or that. What if I just do last scene, Akashini Berserker, blah, blah, blah. You will get nothing because I would never use those accounts. Like, I know obviously those are alts that people will look for. I would use a secret alt. You would never know. That's my whole point. There would be no point to telling people I'm on 2B2T. Oops. Here we go. So yeah, it just... I've moved on. I suggest everybody else try to move on too. 2B2T ain't ever going to be the same, man. It's very sad. History of 2B2T and the story behind each block and build is mind-blowing. Yeah, it was, but that has since been diluted and destroyed. Mind guy's guy who's the Hermitcraft, he only said something like, don't make a Hermitcraft clone, make your own identity. Yes, please. Zisuma had it right. I even watched that clip. Like, Be your own self. Be your own person. Attract people based on who you are, not what you aspire to be. That is exactly the right idea to have. And that's why clout chasing has always failed. Ugh. It's sad, really. But, oh well, maybe they'll learn, maybe they won't. I don't know. Who's the admin of Hermitcraft? I believe it's Zasumovoid, yeah. What's my thought on Fit? He's a cool guy. I like him enough. Like, I know who he is as a person. He's really not changed the way people seem to think he has. He just has to make ends meet, and he has to stay popular as a big YouTuber. And that, by necessity, means he has to use the standard, you know, clickbaity thumbnails, titles that are a little misleading, or maybe, you know, that draw attention. He has to do that. And I hate to say this, but like, I see why. I could see myself falling into the same hole that he has. And the thing of it is, it works. It gets him 1 million+ views. He's in too deep, I guess, is really the thing. So I don't know what Fit's gonna do, because one day, hopefully, 2B2T will no longer be a hit happening thing to monetize and be the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. Like, that's not gonna work one day. And I'm sure Fit knows it. Hopefully he has a contingency for when that day comes. But like, I don't know. I will say proudly, I will shout it from the rooftops. I will proudly say, yeah, I was from 2B2T. I got to see it in its golden age. And let me tell you all the crazy shit that I got involved in. I will happily raise that as a badge of honor. Like, most things I tweet on Twitter about my live streams, I will put hashtag 2B2T because I've earned it. I've been 2B2T for ages. But like, very few people earned that level, you know? Most people don't want to be associated with it anymore, and I don't blame them. But like, 2B2T was part of who I was for a good 8 years. 8 or 9 years. Before I finally just up and quit. And like, that's a part of me I never want to leave behind. That's some part of me I never want to forget. I never want to forget how 2B2T was, because how it was amazing. And it's really a shame what was done to it. It really is. It's really a shame that there will be no justice for how 2B2T was shafted, for how it was done dirty. And like, oh well. You learn to make your peace and move on. But I'm never going to forget my roots. I'm never going to forget where I came from. I don't want to. I've seen what happens to people who forget where they came from. Tell us about the crazy shit. Actually, don't. No, I will. I will. I've got some really cool stuff I'm working on. Don't worry. Hear about Shulker Road. Yeah, I did hear about Shulker Road. I just got linked about 12 hours ago. I got linked a really eye-opening document regarding all the shit that went on there. Like, damn. If I played 2016, then I have the Knights crossed 5 times. Wow, that's a bit of an excessive award, but sure, whatever. Please don't sell the cat. No, I won't, don't worry. Yeah, Shulker Road used child labor. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know that anything good will come of it, but oh well. Hope Fit moves to vlogs like he used to record back then. Really loved his videos and a house tour when he got to the beach. Yeah. Fit could be an IRL blogger type when COVID eventually dies down enough to the point where no one cares. And like, he could do fine. with that. But, yeah, who knows? Who knows? I wish him the best. I don't want anything bad to happen to the guy. But, oh well. Life is what it is. We will all have to make do and, you know, move on. What do I think about Among Us? I don't think about it at all. I've never played it. I never intend to play it. I have zero love for it. It's not that cool. I liked it better when it was called Trouble in Terrorist Town. I liked it better when it was called Clue. Like, I'm sorry, Among Us is just so brain dead, worthless. Like, it's whatever. Oh, my fingers. Oof, that completely alienates his audience. Probably. I don't know. If you mean Fit being like a travel IRL blogger, yeah, that probably would alienate some of his child audience. Who knows? Can't really do anything about that. Do I know the Sussy Baka meme? Stop asking. I don't care to know about that shit. What about Salcy1? Bird. What about him? Sal makes pretty decent videos. He's got a nice journalistic, you know, approach to how things should be. Do I believe in any of the rumors that House sold the server? Yes, I know he did. House has not been a part of the server for a very long time, according to my sources. Which is really ironic, because we still call him House to this day, but we know it's not him. It's GB420. That's the dude who's really in all this. Yeah, checkerboard pattern does look sick, am I right? Need a compilation of every single time Jack has cracked his fingers. Oh, yes. Yeah. By all means, make that. That would be a cool compilation. That would also take hours and hours and hours of just filtering through raw footage, so I don't want to do that, but I may end up having to. I don't know. Fit really believes it's still the original House. He's probably just saying that, I hate to say. I highly doubt it's the original House. You boosted the Discord, sir. Oh, well, thank you, someone else. Let me take a quick look. Hey, thank you, man. Undone Adam, is that you? Cool. Aha. Filter out every time someone has asked if it will return to DVD and then make him take a shot each time. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, everybody has to ask that question, I think. That would be a hell of a compilation. It would at least be a 20 to 30 hour long video if I made such a thing. Not worth it, in my opinion. But yeah, everybody's gotta sate their curiosity about what old Jack is up to. Will you build this on 2B2T? No. You build it on 2B2T if you're so interested. Like, never mind the fact that all this progress is about a year of creative mode and world edit. Good luck building it on 2B2T if you're so brave. I salute you if you really genuinely want to try and do that, but like, just beware. You're in it for like the long haul. And that's assuming you have all the materials and a team to help you build. And I get done with this and release the world download and you make a schematic of this anytime soon. Like, yeah. It's gonna be a hot minute, just so you're aware. Don't get married to the idea of making this on 2B2T anytime soon. What do I do if someone legitimately built it? I'd give them a thumbs up. I'd give them a good round of applause. I'd be ecstatic if someone did. Like, genuinely, I wouldn't mind people doing it. But take it from the person who has spent the longest and hardest amount of time being as intimately familiar with this build, more so than literally anyone else on the planet. You're not going to be able to. This build has already gotten to such an absurd level that just the material cost alone will take too much time to assemble. It ain't gonna happen. It's just not something you're gonna see happen. No one is gonna build this on 2B2T. They may try, and I don't discourage people from trying, but I know better than to assume you will succeed, because there's just so much shit that happens nowadays. Like, it's super obvious you're not gonna be put in a position to succeed. And if you did try to do it with like a build team, you're looking at like internal sabotage and I don't know, all sorts of dumb shit. Oh, I never put the finishing touches on this upper part. My bad. So yeah, I just don't buy the fact that there is this magical team of people who will build this place and it won't fall apart due to infighting or backstabbing, and that everybody can just cooperate together and be all, you know, whatever, and get it all put out there. 50 million quartz, 10 million, 30 million glass. Oof. Good luck with that. Ugh. If you have such a large stash, you got a target on your back already. Okay, good. I mean, may as well in that case. Okay. Let's put some supports around it. Make it look good. If I would build Space Valkyria, you'd be griefed before you even started. Well, you wouldn't be griefed before you started. You would be griefed before you finished. And that's really kind of the point. That's what I'm getting at. Like, something will happen. A new log4j will come out. A new no-coms will come out. Like, it will take such a long time to do that in the span of time it will take you to do this. Because remember, you're doing this in survival mode. That by the time you get 40, 50, 60% done with everything, you and your group will be hit by the next big fucker of an exploit that just pops out of nowhere. And someone will do something careless. You'll get chunk found. You know, people still chunk find like autists, the autists that they are. And you will get exposed, and your shit will go up in smoke, and that'll be the end of it. You're watching Attack on Titan. You found out there was a Hitler Titan. Now you can't unsee it. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but all right. Black and white is great for old-fashioned diners. Yeah, it was a popular style in the 50s. Very true. What client did I use? I used Future. Very good client. I recommend it. But I hear there's a better config with like Rusher Hack and a bunch of other shit too. So I don't really know what the big, bad, cool thing is anymore. I'm really not like a resource on hack clients like I used to be. I should buy a Pop Bob shirt. No. When am I returning to 2B2T? Never, Brussels. Don't ask me again, please. For your sake, do not ask me again. What's wrong with autism in the internet? Nothing, just that the internet tends to bring out people's autism. Tends to put it on full display. It tends to provoke people's autism. It's really quite interesting. I'm sure you could write an entire psychological paper of some kind on this, but I don't know. I imagine it's a similar phenomenon to asking or getting information on the internet is not about asking a question. It's about providing the wrong information or whatever. You say the wrong answer and someone will come along to correct you because how dare you be wrong on the internet? Yeah, I have a feeling concentrated autism comes from a similar place. The feeling of a secret or of an idea eluding you through disinformation and absolutely demanding it be proven right or wrong or whatever. That wouldn't shock me if it came from a similar place. Mentally, I mean. Or psychologically. Chris Chan? No, not that kind of autism. This kind of autism is more like determination than actual functional autism. Autism has kind of become a catch-all word for effort, I guess. If you care to put forth the effort, if you care to be autistic enough to achieve something. It really doesn't mean what people seem to think it means anymore. Once again, the internet has diluted a word that once meant one thing and now means something else. It's very strange. Now then. Am I German by any chance? Nope. Would I eat my cats for immortality? Hell no. The fuck is wrong with you, Puff? Who would eat a cat, let alone do it for something as vapid as immortality? I mean, geez, I've heard of, like, killing for sport. I've heard of, like, doing drugs to escape the pain of life, but, like, geez. I can't think of anything worse. Oh, fuck. Set here. There we go. Like, no, that would be terrible. I would feel so bad, and I'd have to live with it for... Not for eternity, because there's no such thing, but, like... I would have to live with that for eons. Or millennia, or whatever would end up being my lifespan in total. That would just be terrible. No way. There we go. Here we go. All right, cool. Okay. Rotate 90. Should put us around here somewhere. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Perfect. Or wait, shit, not perfect. 'Twas a mess up. Now. Love how nice that looks. What? Oh, shit. Undo. We were too high. Brussels, speak English. I don't understand what you were telling me. Ban him? What's he saying? I want to know what he's saying, if he's ban-worthy or not. What's the black ball for? It was just something I made last year. And, like, I didn't want to get rid of it, basically. Don't you think that building using a hack client would help me? No, not really. There really isn't anything a hack client can do that World Edit can't do better. I understand where you're coming from. There was a time when I was playing in creative mode on a server where I had admin, and like we were building an adventure map, and I would use a hack client to build, and it was very useful. But it was more useful when I learned how to use World Edit to do things more efficiently. So I get what you mean, but like, I'm sorry, World Edit just cannot be beaten by a mere hack client. Building gives off the vibe what people thought the 2000s would look like. I don't know, maybe. Reminds you of Star Wars. Oh, the giant black sphere? Yeah, I used the top part of that. I cut it off and I put it up there. And I used it for the upper part of the dome for the power generator. If you are Russian, use Salak. What? I don't know what the fuck that means. Is that a bad phrase? Oh, shit. Whatever. Clients are useful in survival. Free cam is nice. Yeah, but I'm not playing in survival. And when I play survival, I play legit. Just because what would be the point of doing hardcore, but with a hack client? Like, what would be the value in that? That would be so weird. I don't know. Scaffold, reach, and safe walk is the only thing I could see myself really genuinely putting to use. But scaffolding and reach, you can do those things with World Edit. You can do similar things. They're not 100% the same, but you can do similar things. So I don't think there's a reason for me to bother. Scaffolding, hear you out. Why? The stack command does scaffolding but better. If you're Russian, you will vanish. Which I looked up what? Interesting. I don't understand. Is that like a threat of some kind? This is weird. You know, I heard a quote from Grian, mega doesn't equal good. I think so far I've done pretty good at detailing in terms of... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've had to give up doing interiors just for these last few episodes, for like the last 10 episodes, I'd say, just so that I can have more buildings for when I do this cinematic, just so there's more to look at in the cinematic itself. But like when I get around to actually, you know, finishing the place, yeah, everything is going to have an interior. and hopefully a function. And hopefully you all will stick around and watch me. Brussels, yeah, thank you, Universe. And I don't know who that guy was or what his deal was, but he came off as a little unhinged. Am I the only one thinking that? Green would be impressed. Good, I hope so. I've played a lot longer than most people. So I would hope anyone who has played less time than I have would be impressed. Even if you've only played less than me by like a year, I would hope you'd be impressed. Although if you've played less than me by like a year, I would hope you're already on the pathway to getting onto my level. Just because you played a year less than me. So you played 11 to 10 years. Like, surely you've done a lot with this game. Unless you've not played consistently. That's the other thing. Like, I've played consistently for 12 years. That's another thing. Like, some people don't have it in them to play this game constantly, and I understand if that's the case. I don't want to, like, flex on people. Like, I understand people have their limits. You know, this is not exactly the game some people think of, like, constantly, whereas I'm always thinking about this game. I don't know. How many hours of playtime do I have? Oh, God. Probably close to a year worth of hours. But again, that's accumulated over 12 years. So, it is a long, long time. But that's like all the versions of Minecraft that I've ever played. Plus, like, you know, a lot of time in like modded, and a lot of time in vanilla, a lot of time on 2B2T. Like, holy shit. More time than I think people have just in general. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 14. Okay, cool. Obsidian. So let's make this 60 blocks tall. Sorry for posting it, but Jack, would I consider building a modified pyramid on Space Valkyria? Ooh, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, 9,000 hours sounds moderately close to right. 40,000 hours would be like several years worth of continuous playtime. I don't think I'll have that in me for a long while. Now, I don't play every day. There was a time where I was playing every day. I haven't played every day in a while. But every now and then when I'm bored, I find I will be, you know, I'll go, ooh, maybe I can do this or that in hardcore. Ooh, maybe I can, you know, look at this or go here, look at that. Like, recently, I just started playing one block. And by recently, I mean like 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, before stream. And I was like, ooh, yeah, everybody on that I know of that I watch as streamers, they're all playing one block. I've been ignoring that for a while. Let me give it a shot. And it's basically Skyblock, but they spoon feed you the items. Skyblock with spoon-fed progression. That's all it is. It's really not anything special. It's not bad either. Just that, you know, some people need that spoon-feed progression because Skyblock demands that you have a more open-ended understanding of the game. and a lot of people don't. So it's whatever. I'll probably just play it privately. You've been playing Minecraft since it came out on the Xbox 360. Wow, yeah. That was a long time ago, man. Whew. I know how you feel, someone else. It feels weird calling you someone else, but you know what I mean. Phil. Quartz. I'm gonna do pattern of rings. H-sil? No, it's double H. /H cylinder. Sea lantern. Let's make it 10. Oh, fuck. There we go. And then let's make it 8. And then 6. I'm gonna have to detail this one. I want there to be a good sort of inset area that separates each layer from the next previous. There we go. Playing since it came out on iPad, so I think that was Pocket Edition. That was a while ago. God, when did Pocket Edition come out? I forget. Pocket Edition was ages ago, man. That also brings back memories, though I never played it. I remember people hyping it up. I think Pocket Edition is partially responsible for the player base being so young. Oh, shit. Gotta shrink that in farther. Because a lot of people who were, you know, kids in the early 2010s, you know, they started with that. That was their beginning. Fuck it, let's remake that. There we go. Right, are getting sleepy. Have a wonderful day. Okay, well, thank you so much, Bird. You take care. I'm August 2011. Jesus. That makes me feel old. Okay, so let's do 5 instead. Because I'm thinking that will give me a good... Okay. And then there is a line of sea lanterns I want to make through here. Not quite big enough. try 13. Yeah, perfect. Such a peaceful piano tune. Jack, do I have nether highways in my single-player world? No. I'm sure I will eventually, but right now, no, I don't have any. I don't see a reason to yet. I haven't done enough that's far away from where I based. So, there really isn't a reason for me to put nether highways everywhere yet. I'm sure I will eventually, because I plan on playing this world for a very long time in hardcore. So, we'll see. Oh, and I also don't plan on keeping that. Perfect. It's a good question. We haven't seen the Nether or the hardcore series since like episode 5. Really? There's nothing in the Nether. That's the reason. I haven't been there to make anything. Careful with baby zombies. I'm alright with baby zombies. Don't worry. You died, so is it really hardcore anymore? I mean, I reloaded from a backup from before I died. If that is any consolation. Again, I've said this before. Do you want me to start over a new world and just do what I've been doing and start over from scratch? Because I'm not just gonna like give up on this idea for this base that I have. Like, I want to see it come to fruition. It's gonna be a really, 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 really cool base, and like, if I have to start over a new hardcore world and do another 10 episodes of like prepping everything, blowing shit up, rebuilding what I've already done, like, what's the point? That just sounds like a giant time waste. Yeah, nobody really wants to see that too. That's the other thing. So like, realistically, I'm not starting over a new world just to do everything all over again. Because that's what I would do. That's what I would end up doing. I would just make all the stuff that I've made again. And that would take another, you know, several months of prep. But ultimately, it would change nothing. What the hell? But hard difficulty survival with Jack doesn't sound cool. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, at this rate, all I have are a bunch of backups of all the precious worlds and stuff. So like, I don't know. I'll probably, if I end up dying, I'll just reload to the backup I had from like the previous episode or something. Just because like, yeah, I don't know. My death on that one episode of Hardcore was just like pure carelessness. Like, if I had been paying more attention, that wouldn't have happened. I don't know. I'm just happy it doesn't say delete your world like it used to. That would have been a real you-know-what. Oh, that wasn't enough to reach the top. Shit. There we go. Let's see here. Useful thing to do in single player is to have Smite 5 Netherite Sword instead of Sharp 5, because that kills zombie mobs or undead mobs in one hit, and creepers and spiders just use an axe. Well, I'm not worried about that. I died to a guardian initially, and what happened was I was using invisibility, and it ran out on me, and I couldn't figure out quick enough what had happened, because they all suddenly started shooting at me. Well, yeah, of course, they all could see me. And so I was like, oh shit. Because like I was perfectly safe until the invisibility ran out, and it's just because I wasn't paying attention. And that was it. So I just reloaded from a backup that I'd had. But like that's the first genuine death. That was just like, oh well, you know, get penalized for not paying attention. Like everything else, I've always had my wits about me. Okay. Now, I like that. You know, I'm actually probably going to change these over. Damn, yeah, do a lot of damage if you have no armor. Well, even if you have full, you know, prot armor, like, they still shred you. There's no decent way to protect against Guardian fires. So, you're just kind of... And when they all concentrate on you like that and you're out in the open because there's no cover, because I mined away the entire ocean monument, you know. There we go. Okay. No, I did have a totem. That's the thing. They killed me so quickly after the totem popped that I didn't have time to reach into my inventory and grab the second one. And I certainly wouldn't, even if that had happened, I wouldn't have had enough time to swim to cover and interrupt their shots. They, like 5 or 10 of them trained on me at once. Like it was bam, bam. And that was the end of it. I didn't have enough time to even drink another invisibility potion to go back to being incognito. That was the end of it for me, and that was only because I got careless. Their rate of fire is so fast. You told me how to do it correct one day before the stream, and I wasn't there to see it live. Oh, yeah. Well, don't hold it against yourself, Honcho Hamster. It was just one little thing. I didn't initially decide to do a backup when I started the world, just because I figured, you know, whatever. But as I made so much progress by, like, episode, what was it, 10? Episode 9, something like that. I had done so much blowing up of the area. I was just like, fuck starting over. Like, there's just too much here. I'm too committed, and the base that I want to make is too awesome in my head. And I want to take advantage of the new world height increase. So, like, I'm just going to be back here to square one anyway. I may as well just keep going. What's it matter? The only way is to cover yourself with blocks. Without cover, it's instant death. Yep. That was it. And when you're mining away the ocean monument, there, well, aren't any blocks. It's kind of the point. But I have pretty well mitigated the Guardian issue now. So I don't expect that to become a problem in the future. At least, I'm aware now. I'm constantly keeping track when I'm in the area and I have an invisibility potion effect on. I'm like, okay, I have this many minutes. Okay, I'm this far away. At that point, just make it single player, not hardcore. Yeah, but like, if I don't have it hardcore, if I don't have there be stakes mentally, I can't get into it. So like, regular old single player will lose its charm to me. If I don't have to, like, keep up with it, then I don't know. I do have to keep myself motivated somehow and keep my... There we go. And keep myself wanting to keep at it. If not, I'll give up and I will stop streaming it myself. So it wouldn't change much, you're right, but it's that mentality that's the key part. And that's what's keeping me, you know, going. Okay. So there's still a lot I could be doing to this thing, but for tonight, I think this will do. What I've got here is pretty good. This is the building as a whole, at least for now. It'll probably change. Only thing that could save me there was eating in the notch apple. Yeah, but I didn't have it on my hotbar. Oh well. And putting on my armor and elytra and then just booking it. Yeah, I know. It does look fancy. I really like it. Okay. Well, one last thing. I wanted to measure the diameter. Pretty sure I've already measured this once, but... So from here to here will be the function. I don't know yet. I'm not worried about the function at this point. I just want to put more buildings on the thing so I have more to show off. Helipad on top? Maybe. It looks like a hospital to me, kind of. Okay, so the actual diameter, sorry, is 1,075. At its widest point, it's 1,075 blocks across. There you go. I don't know. There may not be enough room up here to, like, maneuver a helicopter. Hard to say. Okay. Well. The schematic's going to be like 6 gigs. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Whatever it'll be, we shall persevere. I will see you all tomorrow evening. Y'all have a great night. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all to those who donated. Thank you all to those who subscribed. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe. I will see y'all later. Bye.